We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Spin the block.
I want to give you the recap real quick, Wack, so you're not caught off guard. So the question that I asked to the room and that Hot kind of really picked up on, Hot, if you can kind of retell Wack what that question was as far as when people do crimes, when people do shootings or whatever they doing, they know the consequences, but do they really know the consequences? That's kind of like what you feel
It
me?
ain't no more training, Mike. The problem is with the young, there is no more training. It ain't even their fault because the older dead in jail, they smoked out, or they just then left.
Mm-hmm.
So when I grew up, we got trained. We was everybody was there. The older now ain't trained, so these is making it up as they go. They dealing with it as they go, especially in a lot of these states like Chicago. A lot of the young come out here to LA, they tell me like, Wack, we ain't got no older generations. How you got the young over you and you, we ain't got that. We teaching ourselves. 28, they 30, they 25. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, I understand it. We was going to jail at 12. They catching their first case at 20. That's just experience of what to do, what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So, I get it, but I'm gonna be real. It's a different kind of rat out here. They got a killer rat out here. They'll kill your ass and tell on you. And if you call them a rat too much, they're gonna come kill you. It's a
That's a
fact.
big
You know what
fact.
I'm saying? And just because a nigga told, they know they hanging with the shooters. They control the shooters. I watched Stutterbox from Main Street put 8 of his homies in jail, go testify. And right now, Stutterbox, right now today, still could go to that block and make them niggas move right now.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna pull up in the Rolls Royce, he gonna jump out, they gonna say, big homie, what's happening? And whatever he say gonna go. So the streets is over. Any nigga still talking about they respect the shooter, nigga, that nigga's a shooter until his ass is up under that light, and 8 out of 10 of them niggas is gonna tell. And if you don't start living in reality that what it wasn't no more, because it was telling even back then that you a damn fool. The world is changing. Gentrification is here. The laws is different. Ain't nobody killing the nigga mama. Ain't nobody killing the nigga brother. So while you sitting up under that light like it was back in the day, you ain't got to think about that. And let's keep it real. In California, nigga, the PCs control the penitentiaries. More PC yards. That's what they don't want to tell y'all. There's more PC yards than mainline yards, and the PC yards is more violent than the mainline yard. This is a fact. Within the next
Wack,
3 to
what's
5
a PC yard? What is
protective
that?
custody. The
Oh,
protective
okay.
back in my day,
Dog cage.
protective custody went to the hole. Now, out of 5 yards, is 3 protective custody yards. They done created their own gangs on the protective custody yards.
Mm-hmm.
Now they hunting the nigga that's on general population and taking off on him. This a fact.
Oh, that's vicious as hell right there.
And
No, this
level
is a
3
fact.
is
They
now
got a
50
gang
50
called, listen, they
yards.
got a gang called the Two Fibers. Crips, Bloods, Mexicans, white boys, everybody that then dropped out. They all together as one. They sell, they run their own program. And if they catch your ass at medical call, they gonna say you from the main line, they stabbing and jugging your ass up. It's leaving the mainline yards and going to the PC yards. This is a fact. This is what they don't want to tell you. See, this is why I'll keep saying it and saying it. I didn't wrote this shit. You know what I'm saying? The New Testament, I didn't change the rules. So what the young niggas say they wanted to be, they mad. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Them y'all see the young nigga tell a nigga last week, you don't get your old ass off this block, you big gonna strip your ass. And that nigga got off that block. So all that shit, cause guess what? That old 52, 53, he know if he take a risk, right? That 10, 15 years is damn near like a death sentence. So ain't nobody there to regulate that. And the neighborhoods ain't what they used to be. Wanna talk, Mike? I swear to God, you can drive down Slauson. You can drive down Rosecrans. You can drive down Crenshaw. You can drive down all these places and stop at every light and stop sign. He's faking and perpetrating. You go to the jungles, they done gentrified the front. It's white people and Chinese people coming down with Speedos, walking poodles, riding bikes.
That's the same thing I said, Wack, because I
Blue
moved to
show did, Blue.
I had moved to Compton in
So
2004.
you know what I'm
And
saying?
we was riding bikes in Compton at
Yeah,
midnight.
it,
And
they
that's what
didn't.
I was telling them earlier.
It
Like
didn't
in the
change.
90s, you couldn't do that.
No, you couldn't do
Ride no
that.
bikes in
Thank
Compton at no
you.
goddamn
You
midnight.
couldn't do that. So all these don't want to admit that it didn't. And I'm gonna be real, Mike. I ain't mad at it. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad that they phasing that shit out. They are in control. The feds is arresting that niggas would have went to the county for now it's city,
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
and
run
you
that
getting
back. So
arrested. A
L.A.
gun, you
South.
getting arrested. No, LA like any other place. Oh, look, I go to all you cities. Y'all better stop capping. Ain't nobody city the way it used to be 15, 20, 30 years ago. You
I know that's a
can't
fact. That's a
Hell
fact.
nah,
stop
cause
capping.
these
My
cause
nigga,
these white
all these
people
mother
can
now,
walk in some of these neighborhoods that
yeah, nigga,
they
you go to
couldn't even
Brooklyn.
show their face
You go to
in.
Brooklyn
Goddamn
and
it!
some of these places in Brooklyn, they done gentrified and knocked it down, came over condos. You bet not they got caught. They walking poodles down the street, drinking coffee, and it's cool. You got and I don't know why I want to glorify my hood is dangerous,
Right.
my hood is dark. You need to tell people
Mm-hmm.
my hood didn't change. It's cool to move over here, my. And a lot of you don't live in your hood because they done moved you out with a voucher. When it's time to come
Mm-hmm.
back, rent then tripled. You can't come back.
Mm-hmm.
The Jordan Downs, Grape Streets, they've been tearing them shits down, coming back up with high rises for the last 3, 4 years. You think for what Google then went and brought that whole west side over there, the jungles and all that shit. Got gang injunction law. If you get caught more than three of y'all, you can ask whoever you living over here with, we kicking their
Mm-hmm.
ass.
See, but this
And
is the
these
thing.
niggas
People from Compton probably don't think it's worse today because they kind of grew up in them environments. But
I'm from
shit
that.
is today though.
It
nah,
definitely
no,
ain't
it's
The
no,
worse.
drill
it's.
music, we didn't have that back in the day. Like, keep it
I
real.
mean, music is music,
Hell
bro.
yeah, and
That
music
didn't phase
influences
out.
culture. People,
Yeah, but that didn't phase out. You ain't paying attention
nigga,
where
you
drill
ain't paying
music at
attention
right
to how
now,
Man,
Indian young boy
I
came out
just
in the
said that.
casket.
I
Mob,
just said
Come
King,
on,
that.
ma.
bro.
explain,
Drill music
ask
didn't
Wack
phase
somebody
out.
who, ask Wack somebody who probably, Wack, I'm gonna assume you was aware of what was going on in, let's say, 83. You feel
No,
me?
no, 83, y'all wasn't even aware. Get gang
No,
banging it. Get the cocaine that just hit. You wasn't even aware.
no, I
You
said
ain't from
you.
out here.
No, I
Yeah, I'm
said
gonna tell all
listen.
you
No,
niggas, if
listen.
you crippin'
No,
and
listen
blood in your
what.
city,
No,
you come
listen.
from
Just
Cali,
listen.
nigga.
Just listen what I'm
Y'all need
asking
to
you.
start doing that
Listen
shit
what I'm.
until we brought
Listen what
crack
I'm
to your
asking.
block.
No, listen what I'm asking you. What were they listening to in '83,
Oh
knowing that it
Lord.
was still going down in '83?
Oh
Man, when
Lord.
NWA started this gangster shit, that didn't start till
See,
86,
see,
87.
nigga, right. You thought
That's
it
what I'm
was
saying.
Ralph
NWA
Tresvant
started
or
this
something,
gangster
nigga.
shit.
Wait,
New York
nigga.
started beat
No,
by.
no, no, no. I'm
Listen,
not. I don't think you. I'm not even combating you. I swear
it
to
was
God. I'm
it was
asking you.
hustling. Listen,
What
83.
what
It,
what
it
was listening to prior to gangster rap? Because gangster shit
well,
been
no,
going on prior to
we was
gangster rap.
listening to what we call oldies. That's what we listened to.
I'm
What
your
our mamas and
mama, I'm
daddies
your
raised us
sister,
on.
I'm your
But you see
friend.
how he
All right.
tried to
Answer
move the
me. I'm
goalpost
your
up?
You
No,
know,
pussy.
I didn't move the
y'all listen to
goalpost. My
Delphonics,
point is,
Temptations. Nigga, what you
these
mean?
things have existed prior to drill rap, prior to gangster
I
rap.
know what your
Now, I'm
point
not
was,
gonna
but it
sit
got
here.
lost
I'm
because
not
you
gonna
thought he
sit
was
here.
gonna
Oh
say
I'm
Al
not.
Lord.
Green said
No,
NWA,
I didn't.
nigga.
No, I
I know
said
your
in
point.
'83.
No, yeah, I mean, look,
Everybody
cigars
was
always
happy
had
on
their
Soul
influence,
Train.
but I will tell you
That's
this.
when the coke was pure.
I'm gonna tell you this: the way law enforcement got it set up now, we got about 5 to 10 years tops. This shit gonna be extinct. Listen, man, ain't no penalty for telling. They are they're paying the rat. They are empowering them because in the prisons they are controlling the yards. This is real shit, right? The old phasing out, even they going up to the hill to a cemetery, or they getting out after 30 years. Get up out of 30 years, you think he give a that nigga is a rat across the street? You think he gonna go do something? Going to church, he going to
You
work.
ain't lying.
What you talking about? Yeah,
So
I
you
remember when
so
I
you send this out
paroled,
here as long as you can justify it.
come told me, hey, Wack, that nigga right there telling. Well, how long y'all been knowing he telling? Shit, about 2, 3 years. So y'all waited 2, 3 years for me to come home and tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is my last day
Mm-hmm.
on the block. I ain't been
Mm.
back since. And I've
Man,
been
them
home
niggas
20.
still getting a pack from that. You hear
I
me?
Mm-hmm.
wish I would give a if them tell me he telling. That's his business. He told on you, okay? Why you telling me? I don't give a. I ain't doing nothing wrong anyway. I don't give a who he telling on. I will be telling all you burn all this shit down. Cause see, this is the problem. The white boy over here, he gunned him down on the traffic stop. We go march and burn our neighborhood down. But Pookie go shoot the park up shoot 3 niggas and 2 kids and don't nobody say nothing. See, everything different. This why I get the rep I get because I tell them not a gangbanger. I tell them colorblind. The Bloods is mad, talking about why you do business with the Crips. You signed the Crip. I don't give a color nigga rep. This is business. What you talking about? But one thing they do know, like I say, they got killer rats. They got these reformed street who still killers too. I tell them they ain't forgot how to do what we know how to do. So you bring your little ass over here playing, you will be played with. Other than that, I don't give what y'all do. I hope, hey bro, I can't wait. I can't wait until the gang banging is extinct in California. Now you
Come
niggas
on, I know that shit right.
down
Preach.
south, y'all in trouble because y'all going harder out there than
Come on,
we
my
do
nigga.
out here. Like y'all just getting
Facts.
That's
caught up
offended fact. That's
and you
true.
just killing each other over
Over
hollering some shit that's
nothing.
way out here for nothing. Y'all don't even get, bro. When I found out, let me tell you when I got really mad. When I found out that the Paru Crip beef started over a leather jacket at a high school, and 30, 40 years later, it's still, and they thought, wait, we following behind some dumb shit that could have been nipped in the bud, because the gangs back then protected the community. It wasn't about nowhere from. That's the Acacia block, and you had white boy gangs out here, the spook hunters and shit like that, that was snatching kids and white and black people and shit and getting rid of block. Now, these little is defacing themselves. Y'all see these motherfuckers? They put tattoos all over their face. I tell niggas don't like yourself. I like myself too much. Put a motherfucker. You putting tattoos all over your face. We talked about selling the drugs, and that wasn't right. You talk about using the drugs. Listen, I'm telling y'all, law enforcement, these are ahead of everybody. Just got arrested out here from Hoover on Fig for this pimping these minors. Let me tell you what that's gonna do. 11 of them in there, right? Are in jail for a crime that they cannot be respected for in jail. So all 11 know any place they go, they're gonna be trying to violate them and stab them because it's involving minors. So now these 11 know, well shit, I'm already no good. I can't keep it gangster because I'm no good. So now, do I keep it gangster and take the 20, 30? Or do I tell on 5, 10
Start
niggas?
telling them
I
exactly.
finna help clean up the streets. Them 11 gonna lead
Gonna
to
be
50
PC'd up.
arrests, right? Because they automatically PC. They are starting their time off and can't do the time because no yard they go to, they ain't accepted. So you might as well tell, and so you ain't here 20 years dealing with this shit. So they gonna tell on 50. That 50 gonna bring another 80, right? And within the next 2 years, we're gonna have another 200 niggas off these streets and fucking with these streets. They cleaning them up. I don't give about none of them. I tell a nigga, if you come around me changing B's to C's and C's to B's, talking this kids know, whiz know is shit. Our aunts and our uncles, our little nieces and shit that's growing up right, like that's just real shit. We don't need it. It ain't doing nothing for them. The property value, you looking
I
up,
like
you
that.
ain't going to your grandmama house. Now you got to come over there because it's your grandmama and you been to the pen. You been home 15 years. You got a job, take care of your family, and take a penitentiary chance and risk your life to tell some black people to start respecting your elderly black grandmama's house. And as soon as they something reach, now you got to go take a deal for 10. We broke, man. That's going against us. Period. That should be what it is. Going against us. That's
Hey,
what it
yo,
should
Wack.
be.
Man,
Cause
shut
it's stupid, man. They don't listen.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo, Wack. Salute to you, man, on what you just said. That was the realest shit ever. But I got a question that
Yeah.
not generally pertaining to you. I know you're in the entertainment business and whatnot, but we all know hip hop plays a big part in the mind state and the
That's over
psyche.
with.
Let me say this. Let me give a point. It plays a big part in the psyche of these young cats. You know, whether it be drill rap or otherwise, right? So my question
Mm-hmm.
of the day would be, why these companies, the CEO, whoever's signing these artists, why is there not an effort put in place to find a young rapper that is spreading the truth, even if
Because
it's
we
the
don't
street
support
truth?
that. We don't support that as a people. This is why Young Thug, right? I blitzed him for the last 3 days. Everything y'all saw was whack work. Everything y'all saw was my work. I told him, you want to play? Now I'm gonna play with you. I blitzed him. academic setup, the 6ix9ine come in and saying, look, what's the difference with us? Fatty Nash releasing the clips, all that. We got 28 minutes of him violating Drake coming too, right? I warned him. I told him. I talked to
Hey,
him.
what?
And want to start talking crazy. So I don't know. Rap music is down 52%. It's crazy.
So
Whoa,
Wack,
hey,
you
bro,
said you
that's
know
gonna.
you
Hey,
wrote
hold on, that's gonna shut the
you
game
wrote the
down.
It's
New
Wait,
about
Test.
to
wait,
reset.
Facts.
pause.
But
You
y'all ain't
wrote
hear what he
Yeah, I
saying. Check
personally,
this
they
out.
know
Go
it.
ahead.
Yeah,
so
they
you
know
wrote
I
the New
personally did all
Testament
that.
Hold up, man. Did y'all
on
hear
that
what
shit,
Wack
right?
said at the end about rap being down? I want to say, niggas.
Rap music down
Yeah,
52%. It's
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
out. The
So
labels is
Wack,
telling right now, we don't want no gang members. We don't want none of them. As soon as we get them niggas some money, they die, catch life for 6 months. That shit is phasing out, nigga. It's
Facts.
resetting.
Mm-hmm.
So
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 you
that
wrote
was
the
my
New
question though.
Testament on the snitching
Why
shit,
is it
right?
more
I wrote
effort?
So
all that shit, and that's only a
so
third of it. Me and R&B finishing up today. It's a whole 80-page book that's giving us all kind of
so
shit, including case study to everything that's in there. So
so
that's the third of it. I wrote
Wack, I
that
got
shit.
another
Hold
question to
on.
add
Let
on
me
to
say
that.
this
Then,
real
so you
quick.
said
I
that.
wanted to finish that one point I made though. When you look at a Kendrick Lamar who has a message in his music and is doing quite well, right? What I'm asking is why isn't we seeing hip hop is falling whatever percentages fell, 50%,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is. Why isn't more effort put in place? Obviously the people are tired of the bullshit. Obviously. So why isn't there a place right now where we're looking for artists that are the contrary and the opposite of that bullshit
Cause
we've
we don't
been
want to hear
getting?
that
Yeah,
Well, you
shit,
nigga,
got to
ask
man.
this
remember, they
shit.
don't know what they looking for right now. What they do know is what was working ain't working no more. Remember, me and you don't dictate it. The kids dictate it. The ones that
Mm-hmm.
streaming, and they don't care if you're a snitch. The kids don't give a about none of that shit.
So
They can care less.
Mm-hmm.
so
Me and
Me
you,
being
if
young, I
me and you
agree.
dictated, then the rappers that we grew up listening to, but we don't stream. You know what I'm saying? So, but I will tell you this: the kids, they ain't buying it no more. They don't care about
Mm-hmm.
that shit no more. If you ain't doing nothing to make them laugh, some gimmicky shit, that's why Tyler the Creator, the dude who cracks jokes, he's winning. And yeah, although you say Kendrick Lamar is winning, he wins on his tours. But let me tell you something, bro. You give a nigga 10 million for a budget, and Mike know this, and all you sell is 300,000. That ain't winning.
That's crazy
mm,
work.
Lil
Crazy
So
Wayne
work.
will never see another $5 million budget. He did 114,000. It's over with.
oh wait. So
They want that
now
Jim
hold
gimmicky
Jones,
shit,
Jim
man.
so
Jones dropped the album and sold 368.
We
He
not checking
sold
for
what?
none of them no
Hold on. He
more.
sold how much?
so
He
Run it
sold
back.
what?
368,000.
That nigga don't need to talk about Nas ever again.
so
So
what
many
you
copies.
had when you wrote that shit,
Wow.
and you know that it's killer rats out here now, right? You said that earlier. You not
Mm-hmm.
worried about one of these rats
Nah, but see,
busting your
you gotta
head?
understand that, and I say this without tooting my horn, right? I say this without tooting my horn. I promise you I do, right? And I hate this side of me, but I'm all the way about that bullshit. My team, I keep 150 years of penitentiary with me. They don't say nothing. They don't drink. They don't smoke. But Wack talk too much shit, and y'all pretty sure a lot of y'all for years been saying it's gonna happen to him. It's gonna happen. It's the reason why I don't come playing with me, bro. It's the reason, and that doctrine, it really empowers the rats. It's giving people a reason to say we don't have to just accept it. We can make another decision. So that ain't to piss off the rats. That really piss off the few running around saying we keeping it real. I just changed keeping it real. Like this. Hey man, can you give me a ride? I give you a ride. Where you need to go? Your grandma's house? Come on, homie. You get in the car, I get pulled over. I ain't thinking nothing of it. They tell us get out. You slide a pistol under my seat. I know it ain't my pistol. You know it's yours. They said we got a gun. Whose is it? I'ma look at you. I'ma give you a minute to claim your shit. If you don't claim your shit, I think a person who honestly was giving him a ride to his grandmama house can say that ain't my gun. Print it. That's his shit. But know what the rules say? You gotta shut the family job. Go take 5 to 10. Spend money on an attorney, and while they run around in 6 months after you in jail for his gun, he go to jail for another gun anyway. Man, for that, who wrote that shit?
So
Man,
I
that's a
guess you
fact.
saying so should Thug be kind of like thanking you then for this
No,
shit?
but
Like
see,
what?
no, because the
What?
thing about Thug is, see, here go the problem with Thug. And we had that content, and I released it 18 months ago on the 100 side. I just didn't blow it up. I was really teasing at it, right? Thug at 24 was in that video, in that interrogation room for 2 hours, voluntarily at 24. You know what that tells me? Let me tell you what that tells me. Fellas, y'all remember women, no disrespect. Y'all remember y'all first time you got some coochie? You wasn't in the coochie for no 2 hours, right? You had to build up to that and get good at that shit, right? You know what that tell me to watch that 24 in that seat for 2 hours? That tell me he did that before. He did that a few times before to be that comfortable in that box, chilling like that. Think about what I'm saying. If somebody, when your first time driving, they told you drive to the store and come back, that was a journey. After you've been driving for so long, nigga tell you drive to Las Vegas 2 hours, no problem. You're comfortable at it. Been telling. That ain't nothing new. And a lot of these paperwork I find, it be 10, 15 years old. It's this out here named Gangster. They call him Baby Gangster. OG Santana Block. He about 60. They been following this nigga calling shots. I went and got his paperwork and exposed him about 2-3 months ago. He mad as him. He tried to pay me not to do it. Kids, see this I've been following, y'all been hearing about? This nigga told in 2001. No disrespect to the Chicago. I got Larry Hoover paperwork. I
Oh
just
no,
told this
Black,
man,
no, Wack.
no disrespect to Chicago. Play with me, I PTR it right now. Don't for me. Anybody know me and tell you. I'm telling you, if I got it, I got it. But
Chicago not worried about
then
Wack.
again, here go 40, 50 years later. This what niggas been following. My example is you following something that went bad way back there. It's all a facade. It's fake.
Yo, what's wrong with Wack?
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What's going down, YouTube? It's Clubhouse TV back at it again with another one, man. And y'all heard the content, man. We're tapping into something Wack been stressing heavy. The fact that this new generation ain't got no real OGs guiding them, telling them right from wrong. And Wack is going off about it. Now, whether you was in the streets, the studio, or just moving around the block, there was always somebody older. OGs putting you on game. They check you when you was out of line. They show you the difference between respect and reckless behavior. And they make sure you wasn't crashing out over nonsense. But now, it's a whole different world. The young cats out here don't want to listen. They think they got it all figured out. And too many of the older dudes either locked up, dead, or they're too busy trying to still be young themselves. That's why you see so many reckless moves, clout chasing, and unnecessary beefs turning into tragedy. Wack is saying flat out, without OGs, these youngsters ain't got no compass. Nobody teaching discipline, loyalty, or patience. It's just internet, egos, instant gratification, and Glock switches. He ain't wrong, because every other week it seems like a rapper's either getting indicted, shot at, or caught slipping because they moving without any guidance. And what really got Wack heated is the fact that the cycle keeps repeating. He's looking at how the industry is set up now, where the labels don't care if you make it to 30, the fans egg on the beef, and the older generation don't step in to mentor. He's calling it a recipe for destruction. Now, Wack's message is simple. Without OGs, the game is lost. You can't learn everything off of YouTube tutorials. You can't navigate the politics off the streets of the industry without somebody seasoned telling you what moves to make. And whether you like it, Wack, or not, he's dropping jewels right here. At the end of the day, Wack's saying the young generation got to stop rejecting wisdom, and the OGs who's still around need to stop acting like they 20 and start teaching. Otherwise, it's just more chaos, more indictments, and more RIP posts. It's Clubhouse TV, man. Wack might rub people the wrong way, but sometimes the truth cuts deep. Let me know in the comments, do you think the younger generation is lost without the OGs? Or do they even want to have the guidance anymore? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. Any questions, suggestions, need me to advertise for you on my channel with over 45,000 subscribers? Just get at me on IG and I'll get right back to you. As always, certainly appreciate you checking out Clubhouse TV. Off to the next one.